Hello everybody and welcome to the OBS Studio for Educators training module. In this training, we'll be getting more familiar and comfortable with using OBS Studio to screencast videos and presentations. OBS stands for Open Broadcaster Software. What that means is you're able to stream videos live to different platforms. In this training, we'll be focusing on streaming on YouTube, and you can also screen record videos and upload them to like a Google Classroom or Google Drive for use later on. So right now we're starting Module 1. After completing Module 1, you should be able to have OBS Studio downloaded and installed on your computer. You should be able to launch and run OBS Studio and become familiar with the OBS Studio interface such as Start, Stop. We'll also be going over the Start Recording and Start Streaming, but we won't be implementing those steps or buttons till later on in Module 2 and 3. So without further ado, let's get right into it and I'll teach you how to install OBS Studio and we'll go over a few settings to get started. Okay, so first off, you're going to want to head to obsproject.com, like it says right here on the top. Now, once you're on this website, you're going to want to go ahead and click the operating software or operating system that you have. In this case, I have Windows, so I'm going to click Windows. If you have an Apple product, you want to go Mac, and if you have Linux, you can go ahead and click the Linux download. So like I said, I have Windows, I'm going to go ahead and click it, and it'll automatically download. When it's done, you can just go ahead and click this and follow the instructions until OBS Studio is on your desktop. I'm using Google Chrome to download OBS Studio. If you want to use something else like Mozilla Firefox, you can go ahead and do that. However, I do recommend using Google Chrome, but anyone will work. Once you have OBS Studio downloaded, you can go ahead and launch it. When you launch it, it should look something like this. Now, you might have just a plain black screen like this, and that is okay. So how we set up your view to have your desktop being displayed on the little screen in OBS Studio, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down here to where it says Scenes on the bottom left. So when you're setting up a new scene, what this means is you're creating presets. You're creating a certain setting for a scene. Like you can click one scene, like you have two monitors, each monitor will be a different scene. So I already have one set up, but let's say we want to create another one. You're gonna click this add button down here. It looks kind of like a plus sign, like in math. You're gonna click that and you can go ahead and name a scene whatever you'd like. You can name it screen recording, live stream, etc. I'm gonna go ahead and just name it scene 2 and push OK. Now, as you can see, for scene 2, I don't have anything set up yet for scene 2. Your screen might look like this, and like I said, that is completely okay. We're going through the process of setting it up. So next, you're gonna wanna move to the next panel on the right titled Sources. Now, source is gonna be where you want OBS to pull that image from. In this case, we're gonna be doing a screen presentation. So we wanna capture our screen, our desktop. So what you're gonna do, just like I said in the scenes, is you're gonna go down here to the add or the plus icon. Go ahead and click it, and you're presented with all these different options of where you can pull that input from. In order to get your desktop to show, you want to go display capture right here, and it has a little computer symbol. So you can go ahead and click that, and it'll say display capture 2, and you can go ahead and click OK. Because in OBS Studio, you can go ahead and mess with the proportions. You can mess with the length and width and size it up to where your screen fits just right in the OBS Studio interface. So I am just sizing it up. You can go ahead and center it. And it'll kind of click into place. So there you go. So that's fairly centered. So in my video presentation, I will get these black lines unless you pull it out and cover the whole screen with the display capture. So now you have OBS Studio ready and set up to record your desktop. Now, one thing I want to cover, which we'll go over in the next section, is we're going to be going over this controls panel at the very right. Now, you see I have stop recording because I'm actually using OBS Studio to record this instructional video. But over here is where you can stop your recording, you can start your streaming, stop your streaming, and access all the settings. So that concludes Module 1 of the OBS Studio for Educators training module. You have OBS Studio set up and ready to go to record video right now. In Module 2, we'll go ahead and set up your audio inputs and adjust the levels to that to make sure that everything sounds nice, crisp, and clear. You can go ahead and move on to the discussion and quiz part of this module. And also don't forget to submit a screenshot of everything you have set up right now so you can go ahead and get credit and move on to Module 2. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Go ahead and mess with OBS a little bit and move on to Module 2 whenever you're ready.